6:30 a.m. Time to wake up and feed the ponies. And here they come, that Scout, followed by his best friend, Bandit. And behind Bandit, we have Coyote. That's Bandit's dad. And the last one out of the barn this morning is Whiskey. He's besties with Coyote. All right, it's time to make that morning matcha. So I'm going to heat up some Oatly oat milk and start with some ceremonial grade matcha. I take a heaping teaspoon and I put it into this little matcha strainer or sifter, really work it through there so that there's no clumps of this matcha. It's nice and powdery. And then I'm gonna take about a half a cup of hot water, pour it in there, mix it up with my bamboo matcha mixer. And then we're gonna pour that back into the teacup and I'm gonna foam up my milk and dump it in there and give that a little mix, add some sweetener to it if you like, and there you go. So this morning I'm just gonna sit here in my jammies and have a little bit of my matcha before I have to wake up the kids. I have exactly 3 minutes before I have to wake them up. Usually after I make my matcha, I'm throwing laundry in and making my bed, but I don't know. I just thought I'd sit down this morning. It feels kind of nice. But anyone with kids, you guys know that the mornings are usually pretty much just kind of rushing around and getting things ready. If you have animals, taking care of the animals, that's part of it too. Oh shit, I forgot to feed the dogs. I gotta go feed the dogs, you guys. And this is Hayes' lunch today. We've got a chickpea salad with some popcorn and some dragon fruit and some almonds and chocolate chips. And this is Cash's lunch. He's got some pretzel chips, some arugula, a chickpea salad. He likes walnuts with chocolate chips, and he's got these little fruit snacks and a banana as well. So I just dropped off the kids and I'm gonna do a little work on my computer here. See, we've got my website, Banana Blondie Yoga. We're gonna update the daily classes and check the forum and see if anyone has any questions on the forum. If you guys aren't members yet, go ahead and sign up at bananablondieyoga.com. Your first 2 weeks are always free, so you can sign up, do the 2-week trial, and if you cancel your subscription before that 2 weeks is up, you won't get charged, so you can always try it for free. So go sign up. Here is the classes page, you guys, and every day, because we have so many classes on the site, I like to post the intermediate flow of the day and the beginner flow of the day, just in case you don't want to spend so much time picking out your classes. It can be a little bit like Netflix, where you spend all your time like trying to search for something to watch. So I've taken the guesswork out of it if you want to just follow that. And here's our classes, you guys. We have 20 or more. We have 20 pages of classes like this. So it goes on and on for all levels, all different kinds of classes. Up here are the categories. So you can choose by time, you can choose by body part, you can choose by the type of flow, whether it's a slow flow, you can choose restorative, you can choose if it has arm balancing in it, strong flow, sexy yoga, meditation, chakra-based, all of that stuff. You have every which way to look up your classes. All right, we're gonna make breakfast, which is a smoothie. I'm gonna make kind of a smoothie that's very typical of something that I would make. It's gonna have one fresh banana and then one frozen banana. If I had a couple of dates, I would throw those in here too, just for some added sweetness, but I do not have any dates right now. So here we're gonna put in just some wild blueberries, and I really like some frozen cherries. And let's see what else we have that can make it a little bit sweeter. I just don't like smoothies that aren't sweet. I think it's gross. I don't have dates, but I do have these moon drop grapes that are really super sweet. And so I'm gonna put some of those in the smoothie just to add some sweetness. Have you guys ever put grapes in your smoothie? It's really delicious. Now I'm gonna put like a bunch of weird shit in here. So I like the barley grass powder. So I just eyeball it, you guys. I'm not gonna spend time measuring stuff. Put a little bit of that there. Here we've got some dulse flakes. So I'm gonna add a big spoon of those in. And always I put into my smoothies either ground flaxseed or ground chia seeds. Today we've got the flax, so I'm gonna put a big heaping spoonful of that in. And then we've got some spirulina that we're gonna add in there. I like putting all this shit in the smoothies because I just think it's a nice place to get some added nutrition, just in case the rest of your day's eating is a little bit shitty, in case you start eating chips or chocolate chip cookies after lunchtime and it all goes to hell from there. You've at least got your goodies in. Let's see, we need cinnamon. I love putting, you know, a bunch of cinnamon in the smoothie. It just tastes freaking delicious. And then I'm going to add some of this soy milk for my, oh shit, made a mess there, for the plant milk in the smoothie. I really like soy milk. I do like the taste of it. I like oat milk too, but I like the taste of soy milk. And this one, God damn it, it's so hard to open. This one is fortified with like B vitamins and, you know, D, whatever, some other shit. Anyway, I think that soy milk is environmentally a winner, and it's kind of a nutritional winner over something like almond milk or oat milk. So yeah, and it tastes good. So I put that in there too. Normally I would add in some greens, but I don't, the only greens I really have, oh wait, no, I have some kale, hold on. So I've got some kale, so I'm just gonna add in some greens here. Not like I need to add in more greens into my diet. You guys know I'm like fucking addicted to arugula, and I eat it just plain out of a bag all day long. Something just feels not complete without greens in a meal. I eat greens all day long. I love the taste of them. And I know not everybody does, but it's just something that I've really grown to love. So we're gonna put that in there too. My Vitamix top is broken here. My son broke it. That's what having children gets you. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna blend this up. Here we go. So it makes about this much smoothie, and I will drink all of this like I always do. I know there's not like a ton of calories in this smoothie. I mean, it's got bananas and all the fruit and stuff. Well, maybe there is. I don't know. I don't count calories, so I don't really know what's in here. I just know what I need to eat, how much I need to eat in order to feel full and satiated and energized. And I just do that. But it has changed over time. I'm 45 years old now. I would definitely say that I need to eat less calories, or I'm not as hungry as I was maybe 5 or 10 years ago. I think I've been vegan now for going on 10 years. And the way that I've eaten has changed a little bit over time. I would say I eat less volume of food now, a little bit more fat, but I'm not as hungry. Like I just remember being really hungry and having to eat a lot in order to satiate myself. And I don't feel that way right now. How's this lumberjack outfit? Do I look like a lumberjack today? I don't know. This is just how I dress now. McFluffin, let's go see the ponies. Come on. We're gonna go check on the ponies and give them a little groom before their lunch. All right, so the ponies are alive and well, and big shocker, they're looking around on the ground for more food to eat because horses are always hungry. My God, do they love to eat hay. And here I am giving little Bandit a bit of a groom here, just checking his feet and giving him a brush through. I groom the ponies just about every day, at least check their feet every day and give them a little brush through. It's a really good time to kind of bond with the horses and also just keep them used to human touch. It's also a good opportunity to just sort of look over their body and make sure they don't have any injuries or anything going on with their skin or their hooves that you need to know about. Bandit really enjoys being groomed. He actually is probably the most personable mini that I have. He's everybody's first favorite pony, and the other ones take a little bit longer to get to know, but you can see Bandit loves affection, he loves scratches, and he loves to cuddle. All right, guys, here we are in my garage. I just finished grooming all the ponies, and now we're gonna make their lunch. They get hay in the morning and hay later in the afternoon, but for lunchtime, they get some pellets. They get Timothy pellets and alfalfa or Bermuda pellets, as well as a little bit of a probiotic supplement. And then I go and I hang these all around their paddock, and these are just stuffed with hay. It's kind of like a slow feeder, just like how these hay pillows are a slow feeder. And this just encourages them to like wander around, and it's just like a fun thing for them to find, keeps them busy. But the reason why we do slow feeders with a lot of horses do it, but especially mini horses, they really like to eat, is it kind of more mimics like a natural way that a horse would eat, versus if they just have free reign at like a big pile of hay, they kind of inhale it really quickly. Whereas this creates a little bit of a time barrier, makes them eat a little bit more slowly, just as if they would, like if they were grazing in the wild. Although I don't think any mini horse has ever lived in the wild. They are a domesticated animal. Actually, all wild horses, or what we call wild horses, are really just feral horses. So horse is basically a domesticated animal, and the ones that live in the wild are descended from probably horses that escaped or something at some point down the way. And I wanted to point out my boots that you see me wearing. I've had a couple questions on these. Where did I get vegan boots? These are not vegan. These are in fact leather, and I purchased them secondhand from Poshmark, which is a website that sells secondhand stuff, if you don't know about it. I got them and they were gently used. They were a little more than gently used though, but that's okay because they were nice and comfortable and broken in, and I'm just using them in the yard and they're getting trashed anyway. And I have to say that I really did try to find vegan boots to work outside in, and I probably ordered about 8 different pairs and sent them all back. They just weren't appropriate for whatever reason. I do have like a pretty bad like bunion in my right foot, which is very painful sometimes. So I need a certain type of shoe to be able to wear it without being in extreme pain. My pain level is pretty good right now, but I did go through a phase a few months ago where I had to ice my feet every night because they were in such pain. So I tried a lot of the shoes, and one of the issues is that they don't have good traction on the bottom because the pasture out there is on a hillside, so the ground is a little bit loose, so you tend to slip and slide if you don't have proper traction on the bottom of your shoes. 2, they weren't very comfortable, and 3, they just weren't appropriate. Like these have a very hard toe in it, so if one of the ponies were to step on me, it wouldn't break my foot. I know they're little miniature horses, but they do still weigh 250 pounds, so it does hurt if they step on you. So for those reasons, I ultimately ended up getting a pair of secondhand leather boots, and they've been really great, and I don't have an ethical issue with it. I don't know. You let me know how you guys feel about secondhand leather. I see no harm in it. Of course, I would love to support a vegan company. If you guys know of one that makes good work boots that you can work outside with animals, then let me know. I did ask this question on Instagram several times and got a lot of answers, and went out and purchased all of the shoes, and they did not work out. So, but I'm always ready to hear a new suggestion. I'm always hopeful that there'll be some new, wonderful, ethically made vegan products on the market that I can try out and use. So there we go. Let's make their lunch. They usually get a vitamin supplement as well, but I just run out this week and was waiting for my shipment to come in because for some reason, COVID still makes everything happen slowly. But there it is. I don't know, you guys. Is this stuff boring? For me, if I didn't have mini horses, I think this would be boring, but that's what it is. This is a day in the life with the mini horses, and it's not always that exciting, but I love it. And there we go. Their lunch is ready. We're going to go give this to them and then clean up some horse poop. Happily eating their pellets. My God, they love their pellets. You can see I have tons of construction around me. This neighbor is building. They're building across there. This neighbor next to me has not started building yet. Oh, and there's Little Bear. We call him the free-range Doge. Can you see him? The little chocolate lab over there. He just kind of wanders the neighborhood. He belongs to this house here, but he's all over the place. I found him playing in my sprinklers the other day. Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in and say that everything you see on social media is just, you guys know, everyone says this, but it's really just a highlight reel. It does not represent reality, even though this is a kind of a day in the life video. This is not, what I'm showing you is not the complete picture. I've had a really rough couple of days, and I don't share that kind of stuff because it's personal. And anyway, but just know that my life or anyone else's life on here does not just consist of cute animals and beautiful homes and perfectly made vegan food. There's a lot more beneath the surface that you don't see. So just a reminder to be kind and don't compare yourself to what you see, because what you see is not reality. I definitely needed a little bit of a yoga practice today. This was my practice. It was just 27 minutes long. It's one of the classes on Banana Blondie Yoga. There's classes of all different lengths because I know it's not always easy to find an hour plus to do your yoga practice. So this was 27 minutes and it did the trick. Okay guys, this is what we have going on for lunch. Of course, I am snacking on my bag of arugula. And I will just say it is not unusual for me to eat an entire bag like this in a day, and I will probably finish this bag today. We've also got some of this chickpea salad that I made for the kids' lunches. It's just a small serving. It's what was left over. It's got chickpeas, I don't know if you can see that. It's got chickpeas, tomatoes, Italian parsley, red onions, olive oil, lemon juice, salt and pepper. You know, it's pretty basic, but it's quite delicious. We've also got some avocado toast. This is some sourdough bread that I got from my farmer's market. We've got some avocado on there, as well as some everything bagel seasoning. So delicious. And then I've got this little veggie samosa here that I bought at Whole Foods the other day for dinner for Hayes when I was too lazy to cook. I think it's got like potatoes and some other veggies in it. And so we're gonna eat that and see how we're feeling. See if we need to eat some more food after that. So here I go. Just taking a moment to chill out, just sitting in my driveway with Scout after his bath. I don't want to put him back just yet because I don't want him to roll in the dirt, get all dirty. So we're just having some hay in the driveway. Just got their dinner and yeah, I gotta go get ready to take Hayes to the barn. More horse stuff. Okay, I am just having one of those days where everything is just like a mad rush to get done. Are you guys like that? Do you have days like that? I feel like every day is actually like that, where I have to actually set a timer on my phone to remind me to stop whatever it is that I'm doing so I can move on to the next task so I can get it done in time. So like when I'm doing yoga, I have to set like a stop doing yoga timer, or if I'm doing stuff with the ponies, I have to set a stop whatever timer so that I can go and get ready for the after school part of the day. So right now, I am making Hayes a snack for after school because she has to go straight to the barn, which is like a 30-minute drive away, and take care of her horse. So she's getting a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and probably like some kind of piece of fruit or something like that, you know? Something really simple. We don't do, I don't do a lot of super fancy cooking ever. I don't know. I imagine like I would like to do that someday. Like I fantasize about, this is really sad that this is what I fantasize about, you guys, but I fantasize about like baking muffins and shit and like having a leisurely Sunday morning and like making pancakes and stuff. Like that sounds super rad for me, but we just don't have time. I'm assuming that there will be more time when there are less children, but I'm not looking forward to that. I really enjoy like the hustle and bustle of momming and all that stuff. But today was very busy. I had some things come up with the ponies that I was not expecting. So I didn't have time to do any work today for my job. Well, we did do some light housekeeping though. But when I went down to go get Scout to take a bath, I saw that 3 of my ponies were down in the lower part of my yard where they're not supposed to go. So somehow they got through the gate and they were like munching on a bunch of random weeds that, I don't know, they probably shouldn't be eating. So hopefully it doesn't make them sick, and keeping a close eye on them. I'm gonna have Cash keep a close eye on them when I head across town. So I had to like rig this thing to make sure that they could get through the gate and all this stuff. So that came up and took a little extra time, whereas normally I would have spent a little bit of time working today. So that didn't happen, but it's okay. As Scarlett O'Hara says, tomorrow is another day. Probably shouldn't quote her because I'm pretty sure that movie's racist now and I'm not supposed to like it. So there you go. We're gonna throw this all together and get Hayes to the barn. Just a little snack I had. I inhaled a couple of dragon fruit. Whenever I do these videos, I always end up leaving something out. It's just so hard. I don't know how people do these what I ate videos. Anyway, Hayes did not eat the peanut butter and jelly sandwich because her dad got her an after school snack. So I ate the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And let's see, what else did I eat? I ate more of the arugula. I just got home a few minutes ago, just finished cleaning up the kitchen, putting the ponies to bed. I have to go run an errand now for my son, or with my son. So I'll be back. The day is not quite done, so. Another random thing I ate, some almonds with chocolate chips, and I did finish that bag of arugula, you guys. You know I did. All right, it is several days later, and I'm finally getting around to editing that video. And there are definitely things that I ate that day that I left out, and I just don't know what they were. I don't know. My hat is off to anyone that is successful in recording everything they eat in a day. I haven't really ever been able to pull it off. So my apologies for this half-assed video. But anyway, I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Leave me a comment, and I would really like to make more YouTube videos. Sometimes I hesitate because I feel like because I don't have the time to make them perfect or, you know, do fancy editing or anything like that. I just feel like, well, if it's not perfect, I don't really want to do it and put it out there. But let me know if you enjoy these imperfect, half-assed videos, and I'll make more, or maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Mwah.